What's up, boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel today. Well, today I've got for you, well, obviously, we're back. The weekend show is back, full swing, match day 6, and yeah, I mean, great support from the series so far. So, like a kid in a candy store, I couldn't be happier. I guess without further ado, let's get straight into the video. You guys obviously know why I'm here. I know why you're here. You want to hear what I'm predicting happen, that is going to happen, or that could possibly happen this weekend. Starting with the Friday kickoff, 8 o'clock, South Coast Derby, Southampton against Bournemouth. Both teams coming off of a win, so I've gone for 1-1. Don't see a lot to separate these two teams. And yeah, I think, both teams generally set up very well, and they're generally pretty hard to break down. I mean, I know Arsenal sort of found both teams over the years hard to break down, but in mind you saying that, another team that we haven't found hard to break down. First of the three, I believe, Saturday kickoff, 3 o'clocks. There's only 3 o'clock kickoffs on Saturday and 1 5:30 kickoff. We've got first is obviously Leicester against Tottenham. I think this has got, well, like we said last week and the week before, game of the week and game of the weekend contender, so I think this, if it lives up to expectation, it will be one of the games of the weekend. I feel both teams would want, obviously, well, all teams would want to get the win, but both teams will go out all, which I think will make the game, they will go out all guns blazing to try and get that W, because as I have been saying, this early stage of the season, you've got to pick up these points, and obviously the home team being Leicester, they're gonna want to try and make the Leicester City, King Power Stadium into a fortress like they have done it over years. So getting the 3 points against Tottenham will be a great feather in their cap, and obviously a long way, and go a long way to make that happen. I've gone for scoreline wise, I've gone for Leicester to edge it just by the 1 goal, 1-0. You can say what you will about it, obviously an Arsenal fan predicting Tottenham to lose, but then, I'm not being funny, would you expect, it's one of them, you wouldn't get a Tottenham fan kind of predicting Arsenal to win. So that's just kind of just the way it is, that's the way football is. Deal with it, grow up. Next game, we've got Burnley-Norwich. I think, again, not much to separate the two sides. I've gone with a 1-1 draw, so I think, the fact there's not a lot to separate them. Keep it short and sweet. They're just both competitive, both strong going forward, and probably you would say Norwich edge the defensive kind of side of things. So I have gone with obviously 1-1, which doesn't really need any explaining as such. The next game you've got Everton are playing Sheffield United. I think the fact that Sheffield United have just come up, you can't say the same about Norwich, obviously they've only just come up this year also, but what I'm going to go on to say about Sheffield United, the fact that they've just come up, they're still trying to find their feet, still trying to get the results and obviously get the momentum rolling. I think Everton have been there and thereabouts for a good few years now, so I see them taking this quite easily. See the 2-0 home win, plus coming off of a back of a defeat at home. They're I don't know, just it's a hard one to call, to be fair. I mean, like with regards to coming off of a defeat, it's they're not gonna want to, obviously, for that to continue. So in all doing so, they're going to go all out basically to get the W, get the 3 points, and keep that, hopefully keep that and kickstart their season, get that good momentum rolling. But with regards to the next game after that, we have Manchester City against Watford, and I think me, along with everyone else, never really, I wouldn't give, even though they ran Arsenal close, but we let them, that's the difference. We let them run us close, and I don't think City, even with their injury kind of concerns, I don't think they will let them run at them close. And I think City, even though they're going to want to keep tabs and they're going to want to not make that gap too much for them, obviously between them and Liverpool. I feel scoreline wise it's going to be 3-0. I think, I'm not going to be, but I'm predicting 3-0. I think that's probably, it's not even harsh on Watford. I think it's perhaps harsh on City. I think, their goal scoring prowess and the players that they've got to score goals is just absolutely mental. So yeah, that's what I've done with that. 5:30 kick-off is Newcastle against Brighton Hove Albion, and I've gone with the home side to take it 2-0. I think there's no real need for me to explain why. It's obviously home advantage and all that, and I think Newcastle are generally the better side. They've shown glimpses this year of being and of finding the form that they know that they're capable of. So that being said, obviously that's why I've gone with that scoreline. You've got Crystal Palace, the first of the Sunday games, 22nd obviously of 2019. You've got Crystal Palace against Wolves. Gone with an away win. There's not much to separate these two teams, much like the game before, the Newcastle Brighton. But I've gone with an away win because obviously they're both coming off real heavy defeats. Obviously Crystal Palace being beat by Spurs last weekend 4-0 and also away from home, but also Wolves being beat 5-2 at home by Chelsea, and don't think anyone really expected that, to be fair. So I've gone with 2-1 Wolves. I think they're going to bounce back and they're going to want to get that W, get that, obviously, move the momentum forward and obviously progress through the season and try and not so much kickstart their season, but try and put a bit of oomph into their season at this early stage. So yeah, next game, and it's 3 games left on the Sunday because I think there's 4 games on Sunday, which obviously I've gone through 2. So you've got West Ham, Manchester United. I've actually gone with a home win. I've gone with West Ham to win 2-1. I think with the concerning team morale around Manchester United will be a concern for them, not only for them but for also the fans, obviously, and I think that will play a part. West Ham seem to be a different animal when they're at home. They seem obviously to be able to get the win more often than not, and that's pretty much why I've gone with, due to home advantage and being obviously more comfortable playing at home than they probably would be away. Should it be the other way around, should it obviously be United at home, I probably would have gone 2-1 Man United. So that's pretty much that, in retrospect of the result. But I mean, like I always say, leave your comments, thoughts and predictions as well down in the comments, or follow me on my Instagram. I don't really Snapchat that much, but obviously follow me on my socials. I'll link them all down below, so if you want to stay in touch when I don't upload on here, see what I'm up to on Instagram, on Twitter, and whatever. But the last 2 games obviously of the weekend are somewhat Super Sunday. They're not actually the Super Sunday that is televised. One game is televised, the other isn't. I'll give you one guess for which isn't and which is. Arsenal against Aston Villa. Like I said in my match preview, I'm not going to say my scoreline because you'll have to go and watch the other video to find out. Obviously I have predicted Arsenal to win. Spoiler alert. I don't know what you guys think this is, but I think I just want Arsenal to bounce back and show the fans that are in attendance why that just the Arsenal that we know that they can be. So there's not much else to say. Last game, by no means least, obviously Chelsea against Liverpool. I mean, these have produced some amazing games in the past, and I expect this game to be nothing short of extraordinary. I've gone with a home win, gone with Chelsea to win 2-1, and I think that's a fair result, obviously being Liverpool unbeaten, but I see this being their first loss of the season so far. So yeah, that's pretty much, I'm not going to say too much about that game, because if you followed that game, that type of game brings a different element to, and a different essence to the type of football that you see played throughout that 90 minutes or 93 minutes, 94 minutes, whatever it may be. But I think that's going to be it for the video, and yeah, like I always say, leave a like, subscribe, turn your notifications on so obviously you don't miss an upload. And yeah, 2 more videos out later on tonight. This will be the 3rd, so there'll be 3 videos hitting the channel, all based on what's happening over the weekend. I'm in a space where I'm really enjoying uploading, and basically, you know, hopefully this, you know, there'll be different videos coming out. I'm gonna do some reaction videos hopefully within the coming days, and more kind of generally kind of YouTube videos. This is obviously a passion of mine, so I just talk from, you know, I talk about football a lot, so it's, you know, I wanted to bring that and bring my personality out as such. So yeah, that's going to be, there'll also be a YouTube update video coming out. 100% not sure when, but it will be coming out fairly soon, so stay tuned for that. That'd be very interesting to obviously hear what I've got thinking, you know, what I've got planned and what I've been thinking there's not a lot going up there, but you know, there's enough. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment, and your boys out here. See you next week.
I'm an icon, man. And my girl about a 10. I should fuck her in the Benz.